Hey guys, Ryan Dyer here on YouTube, and today we've got basically one topic here on running with the pack, um, and it's focusing around all the rumors that have been going around about Richard Petty Motorsports. And to be honest, I do not think a lot of them are true, even though there have been struggles. I don't think they're closing next week. That's one of the rumors, but let's get into it. We'll talk a bit more about it. Um, but I'm just going to kind of run through some of the background because I haven't talked a huge amount about Richard Petty Motorsports, but they have never been a front runner. They haven't really been a dominant team pretty much since Petty left. I mean, they weren't like stellar when Petty was around either, but they've really been uncompetitive since Petty left. Um, and in particular, since they lost Smithfield and Eric Almirola, they have really struggled with a rookie driver, new manufacturer, and trying to find more sponsors. So to the point where at the Talladega race last October, they could not afford to bring a third car, or not a third car, um, a second car to Talladega, a track where we have a lot of crashes in practice, especially on the 2018 Aero package. Um, so with all that kind of being put out there, there are rumors going around that say that there's an announcement coming like this week about whether Richard Petty Motorsports will even be a team after like the Coke 600. I don't think that that's true, and um, quotes from both Bob Pockrass and Adam Stern have both reported quotes from Andrew Murstein, the majority co-owner of Richard Petty Motorsports, um, saying that they have actually hired a new consultant as well, which makes me think that they might be reevaluating some of the decisions, like going to Chevy. But I do not think that they would hire a consultant just to close down the team. Not saying that's impossible, just saying that I do not see, especially with those kinds of things, how that could be true. Um, and then one of the ones that has kind of been picking up more steam as of lately, er, and I think has some more fact behind it than others are giving it credit for, um, is the um, is the option that by about 2021, um, Richard Petty Motorsports will rebrand into Petty Andretti Motorsports, which I think this could be a thing because first off, we've heard that NASCAR is working with outside manufacturers as well as Ford, Chevrolet, and Toyota on the new package. Honda could be one of them. Honda's actually been rumored as one of those new manufacturers. Andretti's one of the biggest teams that's worked with Honda for decades now in IndyCar racing. Um, and it would give them two marketable names coming once they're in NASCAR to market themselves. Um, Now, despite what you think about Honda coming to NASCAR, I know it's like another foreign nameplate, kind of like Toyota, but we do need more manufacturers, especially if the manufacturers are gonna pour into one team, like Toyota, who's basically only pouring into Joe Gibbs, and Chevy, who is seemingly pouring most of their funds, I'd assume, into Hendrick Motorsports and Richard Childress a bit. And then Ford, who's also trying to split a bit between Penske and Stewart Haas, but usually one or the other gets left behind for a season on the amount of funding they get from the manufacturer. But I think bringing in another manufacturer like Honda would potentially turn Richard Petty Motorsports into a potential contender, or I guess in Petty Andretti Motorsports. But one of the things that people aren't talking about, and I'm not sure how relevant this is, but it seems pretty darn relevant considering that Andretti's name's been thrown around here, and also Andretti has come out and said that there is no direct plan yet. Um, but um, I was at New Hampshire Motor Speedway almost a year ago now, doing the Petty driving experience, and it actually when we got there, the name of the thing was actually Andretti driving experience. It was all the same thing, so the fact that you see those two names already associated with each other makes me think that there is a likelihood that this could happen. I still think it's on an off chance, and certainly it will almost definitely not happen until we get the Gen 7 Aero package. Um, so I don't think until 2021 we're not getting a new manufacturer because why would they put all their money into a Gen 7 or into a Gen 6 car just to have to build a Gen 7 in 6 to 8 months? Um, so those are some of the um, main points so far about that. I'm also going to kind of just do a quick rundown of the All-Star Race entry list. I'm actually just going to pull it up real quick. But we had Boyer qualifying on the pole position, so with Kyle Busch on the outside. Kyle Busch also won the truck race, so yep, he went perfect this year. At least he's not going to be running anymore, so all the people complaining won't have to worry. Fan vote. I still think DeBenedetto is gonna finish it off, and then I think Chastain, Larson, and Dillon are gonna transfer in. Ty Dillon are gonna transfer into the All Star race through winning the stages. Ty Dillon because he seems to be super lucky with winning stages right now. Larson because he's good, and Chastain because he'll be there at the end of the race regardless. But the starting lineup for the guys who are in the show already is Clint Boyer, Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick. I think those three great chance to win. Austin Dillon, I'll have to wait and see kind of how I mean, how his teammates do in the Open because both of his teammates, Ty Dillon, his brother, and Daniel Hemrick are both in the Open, and seeing if those cars have it together yet. If they don't, I don't think Dillon's going to compete for the win. Truex, Newman, I think Truex is going to do well. Newman, he's been surprising all year, so it wouldn't. He's been surprising all year, so it wouldn't really surprise me if he surprises us again this week by running well, something like that. But yeah, and then we have Eric Jones, Jimmy Johnson, Ryan Blaney, Logano. I think any of them can find their way up there, like especially the Jones and the two Penske cars. Not so sure about Jimmy. Um, he hasn't really been great at Charlotte except for when he was great everywhere. So my guess is that he isn't gonna do very well. But I think the next few will do really well, and actually the rest of the qualified drivers. Elliott, I think, will do really well. Hamlin, Amarola, Brad Keselowski, and Kurt Busch, I believe, are all going to do really well. Of course, when you've only got a field of what's going to end up being 19 drivers, pretty hard to say that any of them are a guarantee to not win. But I would be banking on it's going to be a Kyle Busch versus Ford battle with Chase Elliott if he can find his way through the field. Chase Elliott will be there at the end if he can find his way through the field. And of course, I haven't studied the format super close, so I'm excited to see it. And I will be doing a review of both the Open and the All Star race tomorrow night. As soon as I get them watched, I'll also try and put some highlights up, kind of like what I did with Kansas last week. So, um, yeah, I think that's pretty much all I had. Thank you guys all for watching. Oh yeah, one more quick thing. Um, My Patreon, I'm working on updating that right now, but the new link, because I did change the URL, will be down in the description. Feel free to check that out if you want to support the channel. Help me kind of upgrade what I'm doing, and also help me out as I get ready to move over to a college dorm setting. But yeah, besides that, thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Have a great day.